Welcome to my live. My name is Cheryl Grabowski. Y'all come on in. Where my moderators at? It ain't too late, y'all. It's 8:39. Where y'all at? Come on in. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's chat about it. Y'all come on in and hit the like button and the share and the copy link. Hello, 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 hello.
If you were in it's still 11 Bravo, and they said.
Hello. I know it ain't too late. I know y'all ain't sleep. What's up, y'all? Come on in. I don't know why these glasses got such a glare. Hello, guys. If the war is illegal, and they say that it is, then why do the servicemen and women have to go? Y'all come on in here. I got one. What is going on with these lives? Let me call some people. Let me text some folks. I got one viewer. Reacted to my reel. Let's look at my reel. Okay. Now I got two views. Who is in here? That's for my Facebook. We can go live on Facebook too. But yeah. Why do I... Hey, Tanya, boo. Oh, it's been a while since I seen you, girl. How you been? What you got going on this evening? So we got 4 viewers now. And one like, could you hit the like button, Tanya, and try to hit the share and the copy link? I know I've been working a lot. Me too, girl. Me too. I know how that is going. Are you in are you in support of our young people going over there to Iran? Are you in support of that? Because I'm trying to figure out why, if it's not legal, then why do they have to go? You say no way. So, but I'm saying, do they have to go? Like when they told them, because they just took about 3,000 of them from Fayetteville, which is about it's about an hour away from where I live. I think they said 3 or 4 thousand. They just took about 3 or 4 thousand. My daughter used to live really close to Fayetteville. But anyway, if it's not a legal thing, then why are they over there? So I had gone to TikTok to look at some videos, see if I find some information about it, and I saw videos. I saw that Kent man saying that he couldn't sit around and watch that. Because first of all, my biggest issue is we ain't got no business over there. It's not a legal thing. That's all I'm saying. And then to drag the children in it, and they are passing away, coming home in coffins. That's a real thing. So why are we over there? Why are they going? Do you see what I'm saying, Tanya? If it's not legal, right? And if it's not constitutional, it's not a legal thing. So number one, the person that's in charge don't have the authority to do that. So he's out of order from the beginning. But then he tell our young people to go, and then they go. I don't understand that. I don't agree, because they are essentially sending our people to fight our people. What you mean by that? They are sending our people to fight our people. I'm confused. Who is our people? They're sending American soldiers to fight. What are you saying? Are you sending? They're sending black soldiers to fight Iranians? I don't know what you're saying, girl. Please specify, please, because I do not know what you're saying. What you mean by that? But I don't see it. I don't see it. Let me go and seek it. I find on the TikTok. I don't understand it. I don't. Hey Daisy, how you doing? What about you, Daisy? Are you in agreement with our young people going to Iran and fighting? Are you in agreement with that? Because I can't see how it's not legal. Like everybody says that he did not get permission from Congress, so it's not legal. So if what he's doing, if he like, I don't understand it. It's hurting me. It's really hurting my head because what I'm saying is he has he's being governed, right? He's being governed. He has laws and he has the constitution that he's supposed to be governed by and submit to, right? Those are the rules and regulations, right? But he's not doing that. And then he's asking people, so that's unlawful. He's unlawful. Am I missing something or is it just me? He's unlawful, right? So he's doing stuff he ain't got no business. So then he's having other people to do the same thing. And then everybody is just following suit, and that's the part that really annoys me. So my question is, why are they over there? Do they not know the laws themselves? Do not they not understand, like, or do they just do what they told? That's why I've always had an issue with blind obedience. I've always had an issue with that. You know, I mean, literally, like all my life, like, because what happens, like, for instance, like this is a prime example of it. What happens when the person that you're supposed to obey goes wayward? What happens when they fall off the ship? What happens when they start doing stuff that's wrong? Do you see what I'm saying? It might be just me. I don't know. But I just don't see it, because if it was me, I'm not going. I wouldn't. I know me. I know me. So there's no way I would do it. First of all, I would have gotten out of the military when I saw this man being so anti rules and regulations, anti constitution, anti Congress. I would have left the military, because my mind would have told me that that's a devil, and the devil is going to try to take my life from me. My mind would have told me that, absolutely. I would have seen the threat from the beginning. Hello, Miss Cheryl. For the love of horror. Hello, thank you. That's what my mind would have told me. I wouldn't do it. So I just don't understand. And I know we don't know who they are, but I know that I'm not the only one like this. I know that there are some people who are very much enlisted, and they very much are not going. They figured this shit out. I meant they are sending out people to fight non-white people. That's what I thought you meant. If it's a different race than white, they want to overthrow their country and be in control. This is the part, Tanya, I don't understand. Why in the fuck don't our people see? This is so hard. That's why I don't even know. I told myself, do not come back to this live talking about politics, Cheryl. Don't do it. Don't do it. But first of all, this whole government, Tanya, I don't know if you were in my live earlier, but my live was really good earlier, in my opinion. The commentary was really good when I talked about Elon Musk and that Nazi salute. I talked about concentration camps, and I talked about their intention for the concentration camps. So that goes to your comment down here. You're saying that they're sending our African American people to fight other brown people, and both groups of people they hate. How can you be anti DEI and anti affirmative action, but it's okay for the black and brown people to defend you and go, thank you, Tanya, so much. Appreciate that. Um, to go to defend them and do their bidding. And black people don't see it. Why don't black people see it, Tanya? So I found some black MAGA. We're gonna listen to some black MAGA. Hold on. Because I thought tonight, this goes along with my commentary. Hold on, we're gonna find black MAGA. Honey, I found this black MAGA lady, and I said, my stars. Oof. People are so traumatized, and they have their traumas and stuff. Where is she? There she is. Hold on.
TikTok fam. So excuse my voice. I'm recovering from.
Here she go. Listen to what she say. Which one? No, that ain't it.
Let me make this abundantly clear.
Can y'all hear?
For those in the back, you can call.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Meanings. You can threaten me. You can unalive me. And this fact will still remain. I do not hold allegiance to anyone based on their skin color. If you're loyal to me, I will be loyal to you. And that is the bottom line.
Hold on, but that ain't the one. She black MAGA, y'all, but listen. Where is that other?
For what I'm about to say is, children are stupid.
Was that the one?
This is the reason why we monitor children. We discipline children. We don't let them drive until a certain age. And the age we let them drive.
That ain't it. Oh, it's this one. Hold on.
Listen, I have a question. Have any of you ever seen a coon on a train?
I think this the one. Hold on.
You have now? Because this verdict changes nothing.
Oh, this the one. This black MAGA.
Nothing. I am riding the Trump train until the wheels fall off. And when I say the wheels fall off, do you know what I mean? He's going to be 6 feet under. And even then, I am going to walk into that booth. And I am going to write his name on the ballot. Because Donald J. Trump is the last person I will ever vote for in my lifetime. I will not be complicit with these games that the left and our U.S. government are playing. So in case you were wondering, this changes absolutely nothing for me. Because
hey, Nikki. She said, that he is the last president. Did y'all hear what she said? He is the last president that she gonna ever vote for. That's what she said. And she said she will not be complicit to the Democrats. And who else did she say? She said the Democrats and somebody. But anyway, this is a Christian. This is a black MAGA Christian. Me either. And I'm going to tell y'all the glue that holds this all together. Black people like her, hold on. Black people like her. And the reason why she supports that man is because she's a fundamentalist and an indoctrinated Christian. Do y'all understand me? Some of y'all might be Christians, I don't know. But this type of Christian ain't a regular type of Christian. It's not. It's in order for you to be a black MAGA, in order for you to be a black MAGA, you're going to be a fundamentalist Christian. So these are the crazy Christians, like him. Like, he mentally ill too. They already know who they want. You better say that shirt. That's what, in order for you to be a black MAGA, you are a fundamentalist Christian. And those, a lot of the Christians that I know, they are fundamentalists too. A lot of them that I know are. Some that are not. So some of them could just be Republican, conservative Christians, um, or just Republican, conservative Republicans, and not necessarily Christian, but you could believe in Jesus. But her, she's one of them. She one of them ones. Her, she is. I was like, oh my God, because I said, let me go find them. Hey y'all, please hit the like button. Oh, thank you, Tanya Boo. Uh, she one of them ones. So I said, I got to break it down and show people how awful this stuff is. Crazy, y'all. Um, it is crazy to claim to be Christian and believe in abortion. Um, Also, it's crazy to claim to be Christians and want to start wars all over the world. That's crazy too. Because Jesus didn't talk about wars. He talked about love. Let's listen to one more.
Hi,
Look.
this message is for Gavin. This is Courtney, better known as Coco the Black MAGA. And I just wanted to let you know that no, you're not just like me. I made a 30 on my ACT and a 1313 on my SAT. I have published books all over the world. I have been reading novels since I was 7. And I'm also a nurse. So no, you...
Well, if you're so smart, why are you such a crazy lady? But it's religion. It's brain damage. And I be doing commentary on this, and I be telling people, but they don't really understand. If you are fundamentalist and you grew up in church as a kid, then more than likely you have some level of brain damage. And this woman right here, she one of them people. She just said she's an author. She just talked about her SAT score, so she's real smart. Well, she's real intellectual, obviously, but she's stupid because she don't know about a narcissist and a psychopath that hate her goddamn ass, and that they only using her. That's how dumb she is. She don't know she don't know the real intent. She don't have no kind of spiritual intelligence. That kind, or emotional intelligence. She don't know a liar and actors in her life when she see one, because she black MAGA. So she don't know that. She don't know when, if they have it their way, then she'll be in a cage. She don't know that. She won't know that until they drive her up to the destination and put her goddamn ass in there. That's when she'll know that. She's stupid. Girl, it's black MAGA for me. I'm like, oh my God. Honey, baby. Whoa. Look at her. She proud of it too. Look.
So, after years of putting it on the back burner, getting ready to start it, something coming up, having to push it back again, it is finally happening. Welcome to Uncle Tom's Neighborhood. The podcast will be live in 10 days. Listen, I am going to be reaching out to a lot of you to be guests. So get prepared.
So, but look, let me go to a comment section. So I went to a comment section. Ain't nobody down there black. Ain't no black people in her comment section. So she just said that, and see, these are too similar to some of the people that are in the military too. Some of them too. Some of black people that's in the military. Black people without culture, black people who, like, she reminds me of a friend that I used to have. Her name was Tammy. And she was really, 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 really smart and hung around with a lot of white people. She fucking hated black people. When I tell y'all that my friend Tammy hated black people, she was a teacher. She probably still teaches, but she hated black people and especially black women. But guess why? Let me tell y'all why she hated black people. She hated black people because she was big, dark skinned, and not cute. So as a black girl, she was really, really, really smart when she was a child. And the ghetto kids did pick at her, and so did her siblings, but they were not her real siblings. Her father was going with this woman, and um, he took Tammy from the mother and left her at his girlfriend's house. And her name was Bridget, and she raised Tammy. Tammy was a very smart girl, but she was just like this lady right here. And that's how black people become black MAGA, because they have childhood trauma issues. They are Christian fundamentalists with mental problems and emotional problems, with triggers and traumas, and need therapy, and hate black people because of their childhood and what happened to them when they were children. And now they cleave to white people. But these are the kind of black people that MAGA is using. And they would be the kind of black people, when they get ready to do their big one, they would be the ones that be ensnared. Cause it ain't no motherfucking way in this climate that we're in right now. It ain't no way that I would just trust white people in general. There's no way. I would be stupid to do that. I don't care who they are. There's no way. There is no way. Not when what I see is going on. One of my co-workers, which is white, she said that uh, black people don't need. What did she say? Let me quote her right. It was something about reparations. She said she don't owe black people shit. That's what she said. And she said black people need to get over it. And this is just an average white woman. What I'm telling you is that this, it's just a lot going on. I showed y'all a part of. I don't know if I want to show y'all something else. Where did I put it at? Let me go to my photos, because I did a reel and I sent it to my Facebook. Listen to this. This is what black people need to do. Listen.
The country wakes up tomorrow and everyone goes online as usual, but black people were nowhere to be found. Listen. Anywhere, in any of the usual spaces. Not there uploading videos, not there talking and chatting and commenting and viewing and liking and creating. None of that. Nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, just gone. And the next day it was the same. And suddenly the country realized they're gone. They left. Where are they? And it turns out they'd all gone to a space that was actually designed for us. But not just to talk, not just to yap. Yeah, yapping is included. But to actually build and create together, to be in community with one another, to actually build the largest network, the largest community of black people, connected black people the world has ever seen. And we were all working together to create businesses at scale, just being launched left and right. They were out competing everyone. We had our own economy that was reinvesting in itself, and where everybody had an opportunity to both contribute and benefit, to share the wealth that's created.
What's up, Jim John?
Democratic capitalism that we created. And we all had a vote in this direct democracy where everyone could help decide on important matters of self-governance.
Yes.
As well as things like which of our founders will get investment from our investment fund for black founders. We were completely self-sustained, and this is where we were. We'd gone in Exodus. We weren't there. After 400 years of them being able to reliably manipulate us and use us and extract from us, we were just gone. The dopest part of all of this is that we can make tomorrow that day.
Right.
Literally, we can make tomorrow that
Did y'all hear him?
You can go.
That's what black people need to do. For any white people who feel any type of way about black people getting together having these conversations, we are tired. We are tired. The thing about it is that we don't know the difference. All white people look the same. Also, white people hide their intentions, and they have these conversations at their kitchen tables and with their friends, and they've been doing it for a long, long time. For the other white people, they've been listening to their white people talk, but they just laugh with them. They don't say anything about it, and we don't know who to trust because all y'all look just alike. It is really time for black people to do their own thing, and for us to separate ourselves. It is. We are so tired. I was listening to Don Lemon talk about, was it Don talk about, yeah, him and DL Hewley. It was a really, really good conversation. And they were talking about black people. I don't know if y'all realize this, but there was a group of black people. There are a group of black people, and they were talking about being conscious and being awake. For the last 10 years, we've been listening to them to have this conversation on social media. And that's the language that they use about being conscious and being awake. Do y'all not know, like Don Lemon and D.L. Hewley said, white people came and took that damn, uh, what, I don't know what you call it, a phrase or a saying or whatever. They took it and made a whole, just took it for themselves and did what they wanted to do with that. And now, and also conscious, woke, awake, all of that, that's our shit. They took it and they used it for whatever they, until, I'm talking about until it got in the government, and they use it. We are tired. We are tired. Charlie Kirk did all that talking shit about black women, what we couldn't do, what we're not good enough for. And every fucking time you turn around, we can't even keep our own language to ourselves because they coming to, we are done. We are done. I'm tired. I am. I'm exhausted. I don't know about y'all. Why would the spirit condemn me for trying to spare two lives instead of one? A lot of these women are on watch because they can't deal with the situation. What situation, Tanya? At work, I'm chilling. Oh, you're from California. What situation, Tanya? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. The pastor can't condemn you. It was the spirit inside of you. Oh, I supervised an abortion clinic for 13 years and could not bring myself to tell my pastor because I was afraid of the condemnation. Okay, and why would the spirit condemn me for trying to spare two lives instead of one? A lot of these women are on suicidal watch because they can't deal with the situation. Hey Robert, listen, this the thing. Whatever a woman does with, oh my God, I just can't. See, every time I answer something, every time something like this fall down in the chat, and I think about these YT men telling women what to do with their bodies, the only thing I see them doing is eating and sexually abusing children. So I don't know why they would be speaking on what a woman does with her body. I don't get it. They can do whatever they want to do, including assault sexually kids and drain their blood and all kinds of horrific things. But you tell a woman what not to do with her body. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. You have to understand, sister, black people have a 76 trillion year history living on this planet. Mankind, which is the other people, only have a 6,000 year history. I am aware of that, Jim John. Why even tell the pastor? Right? It's really none of the pastor's business, to be honest. But some pastors are intrusive and they be all in your business. Some of them are. Her own bodies, okay, queen. The white men get them pregnant, and so the wives don't find out. They have the woman go get an abortion. Oh yeah. It'd be a lot of shit going on at the abortion clinic. One of my clients was an RN there, and it was just terrible. She struggled with that shit all the time, felt a whole lot of different ways. But When it comes to a woman body, a women's issues, men need to stay the fuck out of it. For real. For real. And for most men do. Ty, you should not have had to tell him or her. Most men do. Most men do, for real. I'm just tired of these narcissists and psychopaths where they feel like they need to. They are. These people have no moral compass. They have no moral compass at all. They are not in any position to tell women what to do at all. Matter of fact, they want to take our women's rights from us. And they want to own us and do all kinds of crazy shit to us against our will. You know what I'm saying? Like we're objects. These are narcissists and psychopaths. They don't give a fuck about women or children. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of the YT men. I'm tired of the patriarchy. I'm just tired of it. You know? But black people do need to get together. And I have a newfound love for my black people. I really do. As a black woman, I just have a really strong and profound love for my black people. And I'm going back to that TikTok and see if I can get in contact with him, see if I find me some other groups, because we're done. We're done. They really did their big one this time. Do y'all agree? They did their big one this time. After all these years of being progressive in this country, like he said, I know, like you said down in the chat, black people are indigenous to this planet. And they are not. And after all this time, these people are planning. Ain't no telling what they're planning. But it's not going to be good, I tell you that. Sure, I have had women in counseling sessions with me say, if I don't get this abortion, he won't pay my rent anymore. Shake my head. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Men have been objectifying women forever. And the white men taught the black men how to do it, too. I heard one on a podcast today that black men, because I mean, we gotta be honest, a lot of black men like Trump. It's the ability for him to, it's all that power and control that some of them would love to have. Know what I'm saying? It's just a lot going on right now. But as it relates to our young men in the military, young men and women in the military, the black ones, they ain't got no business going. I don't know when we're going to come together, when we're going to move as one. I don't know when we're going to do what we need to do. And I don't know when we're going to understand that we have a true and present threat to our existence in this country. I don't know when we're going to get it. I don't know when black men are going to stop idolizing white women. I don't know when they're gonna stop doing that. It's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? I talked today about my ex-husband and a couple of, his position on social media is very offensive to me. I don't like it. Because whenever I try to hold Trump accountable, then he wants to talk about Democrats. I'm not talking about no goddamn Democrats. I'm talking about Trump. I'm not talking about Democrats. I'm talking about Trump. I just don't, it just makes me itch. For real. Because that man is wrong as two fucking left shoes. This is ridiculous. And I don't really think Nikki and Tanya, I don't really think people understand how bad things can get. Hitler was a malignant narcissist too. Did y'all know that? Him and Trump got the same exact diagnoses. They got the same one. Let me hold on for a minute. Let's do this. We're going to learn about. Hold on. We're gonna go to chat. We're gonna do a little talk in the chat for a minute. This they got the same diagnoses, the same one.
Hey there. I'm here and ready to help with whatever you need. Just let me know what you're thinking or what you're curious about, and we'll dive right in.
Hey Chad, I want to know more about malignant narcissists. Can you give me some information about that?
No worries. I can still give you a good overview. So, a malignant narcissist is often considered a severe, more dangerous form of narcissism. It combines traits of narcissistic personality disorder with antisocial behavior, paranoia, and sometimes aggression. They often seek power, lack empathy, and can be quite manipulative. Does that kind of fit what you were looking for, or is there a particular aspect you want to dig into?
Well, I want to talk about the lack of empathy part and how they could be dangerous to other humans.
Yeah, absolutely. So the lack of empathy is really a core feature of malignant narcissism. Without that ability to comprehend or care about others' feelings, they can exploit people without guilt or remorse. So in personal relationships, it can lead to a lot of emotional harm, manipulation, or even psychological abuse. And in professional or social settings, they can undermine others to get ahead, often leaving a trail of harm behind. It's really a dangerous combination.
It really is. Wasn't Hitler? Wasn't he a malignant narcissist?
Yeah, that's something that's often discussed by historians and psychologists. A lot of people have speculated that Hitler showed caustic signs of malignant narcissism. This grandiose sense of self importance, lack of empathy, and this need for domination and control. Of course, we can't diagnose someone from history definitively, but those patterns do line up with what we know about his actions and his rise to power.
Okay, so these people are very, very dangerous. It always they always they like unaliving people, killing
Yeah,
people.
exactly. When you have this total disregard for others' humanity, it can escalate to horrific levels, especially when these individuals have power or audience. That's why understanding and recognizing these patterns is so important. It helps us prevent harm and protect people from being exploited or worse.
Well, yeah, because if you leave the malignant narcissist without any checks and balances, and nobody does anything, or they're going to hurt people. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's so crucial to have safeguards in place, both in personal relationships and on a societal level, whether it's through therapy, boundaries, or systemic.
Did y'all just hear that? That's one of my biggest points is that the Supreme Court gave that man, I can never think of that word. What you call it? They gave him where he don't get in trouble for doing what he do. This is a crime. They should put them in jail. What do you call it? I don't know if y'all still here, Tanya. What do you call it when you? Hey, Walston. What did the Supreme Court do to Trump? They gave him, what is that word? I can't never call it. Where they gonna let him do what he wanna do? What you call that? What is that? The Supreme Court gave Trump, Tanya, where he could do what he want. He won't go to jail for it. What you call that? Anyway, whatever that was, they should be put in jail for that. The Supreme Court should be put in jail for that because he's a malignant narcissist. That's just like immunity. Thank you. I always forget that word. I don't know why I can't think of that word. But that's just like, mm, that's like giving a serial killer guns and knives and locking him in an auditorium with a bunch of high school students. That's what that's like. God damn. We talking about people with all kinds of degrees and education on. You give a malignant narcissist immunity. Do you know what the fuck you just did? That means he won't rest until, that means that that means that love and decency and projects or whatever, building things, that is not what excites him. That is not what ignites him. That is not what he's going to kill people. Those goddamn people need to be put in jail. This is crazy. Now, what proves what I just said is look at what he's doing. Look at all these non-wars. Look at all these non-wars. What other president we know in his term, within the first, well, through his whole term, has started that many non-wars? Why is there so much war? Why? Why is there so much war? These people need to be put in jail. That man hates America. He said America first. He meant to say Trump first. That man hates America. It's so crazy because white people, for the most part, are so blind that they can't see it for the most part. Some of them can, though, but a lot of them can't. They can't see it because of their white fear. And you say, Shurgobowski, why are you talking about white fear? White fear is real. White fear is just like the boogeyman, almost like. White fear is this. This is part of the white nationalist doctrine. So white fear is part of the white nationalist doctrine, and it goes like this. Brown people and black people are going to take over America and put white people in cages. This is taught to their children. 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old, 17, 18. They've always been taught it. They've always been taught it. All of them. Even my ex-husband. They've always been taught that. Just in case y'all didn't know that, and you even got a white friend or whatever, they've always been taught that. It's called white fear. When in their mind, when they think of the devil or Lucifer or Satan, they also, right there is a picture of an image in their mind of black and brown people. And you can't get it out. It's not going anywhere. When Elon Musk did that Nazi salute, it let you know right then what was going on. It was in his soul. It is very much a part of their psyche. White fear is real. They don't talk about it to black people, but they talk about it amongst themselves. And the reality of it is black people don't have meetings of how they're going to unalive white people. It is not what we do. Some white people are deconstructing from it. That's how I know. I've listened to them tell the stories. I've been saying for years, this man is also a corrupt individual. He's bored with his life, yes, because he's had it all, yes. So now destruction is in his heart, yes, because Trump is a complete madman, yes. A complete madman, and the Supreme Court is 75% responsible for it, and they should be put in jail. At least to the, if not jail, they need to not ever be judges again. They need to be, I'm talking about to the point where you take their, I don't know, they're not judges anymore and they don't even get any money for ever being a judge. They need to wander the earth as vagabonds for the rest of their life for what they have allowed to happen. I don't give a fuck if they were scared of him or not. I don't care. They took an oath. They took an oath. But I don't know for sure if it was. I was thinking at one point, right? Sure, the whole Supreme Court is terrible. I was thinking at one point it was all about they were afraid of him, but now I'm really convinced that they are indoctrinated Christians too. Y'all do not understand how powerful the fundamentalist and indoctrinated Christian theme is going. This woman sit there and said that he is the last president that she will ever vote for. Y'all remember I showed y'all the video. And when my client spoke to me about him, she spoke the same way. I love him, Cheryl. I love him. And I'll pray for him every day of my life. I was like, you love the malignant narcissist? Yes, you are right. I was indoctrinated for many years before I got out. I was too. That's how I know. You love the malignant narcissist? You love the professional manipulator and gaslighter? Oh. Oh, he see that you are fundamental Christian. He knows what you believe. He just used that. You don't know anything about narcissism? You should have been on my channel so I could tell you he's on stage in your life. He don't mean anything that he says, whether conscious of or not. Because y'all know that the narcissist and the psychopath on many occasions is very, very aware that he is manipulating. Sometimes the narcissists don't realize that's what they're doing. It can be conscious, but it also can be unconscious. They can do it out of instinct and not out of, cognitive knowing. But either way, they do it. Sometimes some of what they do is unconscious. But in his case, I believe he's very much aware. He's very much aware of what he's doing. hmm They say they love him. Can you imagine a Christian that coddles the devil? A Christian that sits down and has communion with the devil? Doesn't sound right, does it? For somebody to say that they know God and they are of the Spirit of God, but they entertain demons and unaware that they're doing it. Like, it's one thing to entertain a demon and you know it's a demon. That's another thing. I've done that myself. But to sit down across from the demon, you not know that that's what it is. And then you call it God or God's person. It's sad. It's sad. If I was those boys, I tell you, my heart goes out to people who who have not individuated. I love that word. Who have not individuated. That means that they have not considered themselves as a sovereign person. That means that they're always sitting around waiting for somebody to tell them what to do, or to explain to them what this is and what that is, that they're really not connected to themselves in a way where their spirit can tell them, don't you go over there and fight for nobody, who don't you go do that, don't give up, don't you go die for the devil, don't you dare. I don't care what you do, you figure it out and you live. I don't care what you got to do. You can figure it out though. Smart people can. You don't let the devil take you out just because he wants to be entertained. Never. I feel sorry for people who haven't individuated and they're not a sovereign person. I feel sorry for them. I really do. Mm-mm. And then you got families over there and they standing there crying and they just send their baby over there. They hadn't even thought for 1 second, oh, your baby don't have to go. They have a choice. They have a choice. For the person who feel like that they don't have a choice, they're the ones that gonna be ensnared. Y'all listen. We living in some serious times. These are some serious days. There's some serious stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? This is the time where you really need to know yourself and you really need to be plugged into your God self. You really do. Because when you think about history, we've seen it in history plenty of times. Like when my brother, who I gave a place to live, sexually assaulted my then 13-year-old daughter. Update, Cheryl. Her her dad died last month and the family has beef about us not going to the funeral. Don't nobody care about what they think. Don't nobody care. He died, yes. Don't nobody care what they think. What they think. If I were you, I wouldn't tell her don't worry about that. She had to do what was best for her. Nobody care about that. We living in some serious days and we have some serious days ahead of us here in this country. And if you look back at history, it'll kind of tell you maybe some of the things that we'll be confronted with. But I tell you what, two things I don't like. I don't like no blind faith in people. I don't like that. And number two, just cause 500 people sitting over there and they doing a thing don't mean I'm gonna do it. Don't mean no, no, no. No, no, no. I got my own internal GPS and I will be checking into it. I don't care about what y'all say because the way that these Christians rolling, woo. So when you think about the idea of an antichrist, they're the one, the way these Christians rolling, they gang right now real bad. Christians gang right. Y'all don't say I'm lying because I'm not lying. It's real bad. They gang right now, real hard. The church told me and my daughter to forgive him. The church always say that. Church love to let narcissists off the hook, don't they? They love to do it, and the narc love for them to do it. They love it. So they can do what they want without any accountability. They love to tell you to do that. But you're not forgiving the person for them. You forgiving the person for you. Okay. Okay. The emphasis shouldn't be on forgiving the person. Church shouldn't have told y'all that. The church should have told y'all to work on healing. You should have been the focus, not the person. But the church is always on the wrong side of they always on the wrong side of the street. Why is the emphasis on the offender or the oppressor? No, the focus should be on the person who was assaulted. And that focus should be, do what you need to do and work on your healing. Don't you don't tell nobody to forgive nobody. They get on my nerves. It's just I've told you a bunch of narcissists anyway. Don't want to be held accountable. Just don't want to do it. Just want to believe the fact, oh, well, I'm going to pray and ask the Lord to forgive me. And long as God done forgave me, I ain't got to worry about it. You got to worry about it with me. Because what you do with you and your God is your business. Don't have nothing to do with me. One of the things I love the most is individuating. Being an individual and being very much connected to your inner GPS. Oh boy. It is really heartbreaking to think about these young people um, being ensnared by old people who play war games. The amazing part is because my other two sisters was his emergency contacts, but the Arizona Medical Examiner office called me because the other two sisters were unreachable. Wow. Wow. So did you have to go to identify him? I don't know why people so focused on you forgiving. I couldn't feel anything. Did you go identify him though? They be so focused on you forgiving somebody. Forgive them. Shh, 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 shh. Don't say nothing, girl. I told them no, I will not come down. Okay, good. We always, when you learn how to individuate and when you learn how to hold people accountable, then all of a sudden you the big bad person. But you just gotta not care about what people think is fine. Think what they want to think. Mm-hmm. So Tanya, in your opinion, if these young servicemen and women decide not to go, are they wrong for not going? And none of y'all said anything about me wearing my wedding band. This is my ring. It's my ring, just like me going out and buying one for myself. They were waiting for an apology for 25 years. Girl, mm-mm. Yeah, you don't think they should go. Me either. Girl, no. Mm-mm. That's the individual thing. If you reach the point in your process with a person who has hurt you, or and you want to You've dealt with all the emotions of the hurt, the pain, the distress, just everything, the grief, and you've worked through it, and you've honored yourself, and you've done what you needed to do for your life. And then if you decide that you want to forgive that person, but what does that mean though? Hold on. What does that mean? To forgive a person? Chat, what does it mean to forgive?
Yeah, that's a big question. I think at its heart, forgiveness is more about releasing yourself from the grip of anger or resentment rather than excusing or forgetting what happened. It's a way of freeing yourself emotionally, even if trust or consequences still need to be worked through. What made you think about forgiveness?
I was just having a conversation with a friend.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it's one of those things that comes up a lot in life, especially when people have been hurt or trying to move.
Okay, so it's all about emotions. And like I just said a few minutes ago, if you work through your feelings and you don't worry about forgiving people. Talia said, never let that back in your heart. But don't worry about, see, forgive. Okay, so when I think of forgiveness and the way that it's been taught to me, is basically people saying, well, you got to say, you know how you say a thing, but it might not be in your heart. And so you say that you forgive. Okay, that's not right. There's nothing wrong with forgiveness, but that is not right. Technically, the relationship that you had with that person and all of the emotions that were left behind, negative emotions, you have to process those most emotions at your rate and how whatever amount of time it takes. And once you finish doing that, if you're ready to do that, then you can forgive. Girl, I have to say off topic, you look so much like Whitney Houston in the video. I want to dance with somebody. Check it out, Queen. Really? Like I look like her right now or earlier or what? Everybody always say my sister looked like Whitney Houston, but nobody ever said that I look like her. Oh, he's not lying. You're absolutely stunning. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, forgiveness is, in my opinion, it's a process. I've eventually got to that place where I forgave my ex-husband. It took a long time. It took a long time. I mean, like 14 years. It took a long time. There was so many layers, so much history, so much, you know? So you don't have to be in a hurry to forgive a person. But you gotta, get your emotions fixed. Feel your feelings. Acknowledge your feelings. Feel your feelings. Process your feelings and emotions. Yep. Yep. Don't be in a hurry to forgive because it might not be authentic or real. And you want to see right now, I could talk about all the chapters of my life with my ex husband, and none of those really raw, unprocessed emotions come up. Like I could really talk about our life like it was somebody else's life without all the emotions because I processed them all. I'm really proud of myself for doing that. Is that Mr. Time in the building? You are so strong, Queen. Love you. Love you right back. Mr. Time, that was a great 14 years. Fly with that chicken and make your cornbread, Lord Jesus. You are so crazy. How you doing, Mr. Tom? Good evening. We just chatting. It's no big deal. We just chatting. We start off talking about um our young service men and women, and how we don't believe that they should go to Iran, but they're there. But anyway, y'all, what time is it, child? I gotta get sleep. What time is it? Oh, 9:45. It's late. Well, anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Y'all have a good night. Miss Time, I see you tomorrow. What you put down there? Hey, what? Who is that? Arcs. I think I remember you, Arcs. I thought that I don't I don't know what that means. Like Juliet. Good evening. How you doing? It's nice to see y'all come back up in here, boy. It's been a while. My channel was hacked and gone. I don't like how the government broke that military man's arm and tried to keep him silent. That was so crazy. Yeah, that was so crazy, honey. That was a crazy, but it's crazy though. Those our politicians are under a narcissistic spell. They've been indoctrinated by the main narcissist. Did y'all know that? Whether that narcissist is a parent in the home or the president of the United States, all narcissists indoctrinate their flying monkeys. I'm telling you, that's why everybody keeps saying something is so crazy. All narcissists indoctrinate. If you're in a relationship with one, they're going to indoctrinate you. You're going to do it the narcissist way. And all those people up in the administration, they're indoctrinated. They're almost like iRobot. Seriously. I love your dialogue and the substance of what you're saying, but I'm always distracted by your beauty. What's up, Mike Hint in the building? Yeah, all narcissists indoctrinate. That's why you can't have your own mind. You can't go to the narcissist church and have your own mind. You can't be in a relationship with a narcissist and have your own mind and have your that's why I said my most favorite word is um um individuating and authenticity. You can't be authentic and individuate with a narcissist. I've been in so many relationships with narcissists. They indoctrinate you. I'm serious. You cannot be your own self. It bothers their false self. The made up person that they are, it bothers it so bad. Hmm. Mike, I got to give it to you. That was one. Mr. Tom, you is so crazy. All narcissists indoctrinate, honey. Them people up there in that regime, baby, they is indoctrinated. They all wear the same shoes. Whether it's the pastor narcissist or the president, or you're in an intimate relationship, you're going to be indoctrinated. Or the narcissist is a content creator. It's the same thing. They indoctrinate all their people. You could write a book about narcissistic personality. Me too. Me too. Trust and believe. They all indoctrinate, baby. They all indoctrinate. They all indoctrinate, honey. You have to validate their what do you call it? Their fake world. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Bye, guys.